Okay, guys, so the new trailer of Pokemon Legends Arceus dropped recently. It was insane. It was a massive direct. My entire reaction to it on my channel. Check that out. The links in the description down below. We're going to look a little bit more deeper into the game, see what typings the mons are, other stuff on the site. So leave a like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the game, because we were all kind of skeptical at first, but now seeing more of the game, it looks really good. But kind of to look at the story, some big things on the story is obviously the region takes place in the Hisui region, which is essentially the region what it was before, called Sinnoh. So it's Jubilife Village before Jubilife City, and the characters also got different names as well too. We're just gonna be looking into it. But here's the map of the Hisui region. You know, it stems from Mount Coronet. You rise from the center of the Hisui region, surrounded on all sides by the area with a distinct environment. So there's like an obsidian fieldlands, which is, you know, which are around with gorgeous flowers and stuff, and there's a verdant vegetation and stuff like that. So seems very like shaman-like, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if we see shaman, you know, it brings life and stuff. Wouldn't be surprised at all, which I would assume is this, right? Then you got this part, which is the snowy area. Then you got this part, which is just the whole map, which just all in all, guys, you see the map looks incredible. Bunch of fun facts. You can see like a Ponyta there. You see Spheal over there, another Ponyta, like a Psyduck and Shellos. That I would assume is Mount Stark with Heatran and stuff. Gyarados back there with the, I would assume that's, I think it's Finneons. And there's a bunch of Mantikes around here as well too. There's some Snoruns back there with some people, which this obviously is like the Snow Point area. So there's all the lakes of Valor, Acuity, and Verity. All the lakes are around here, which I would assume is like, you know, in their designated areas with each, you know, area of a place of designation. So that's really cool, right? Not to mention as well too, you got some things on the left side as well too, like a Shellos, some Morris Fields chilling, some people. So the map is just very well designed. I love it. And in the middle stems Mount Coronet. So you can tell it's the Sinnoh that we know, while also being a little different, because I don't know how far back the age is. I think they all just say is in an age long ago. It was rare for Pokemon and people to live in close harmony. So, and seeing how old it is, looks more like feudal Japan. I would assume this is thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. You know what I mean? I mean, like, Sinnoh is the oldest region. We've known this forever. I mean, it's got all the creation trio and stuff in it. It's big. So I'm really excited for this game. Having a game like this for Sinnoh, because it just makes the most sense for Sinnoh to get it first. It's literally where most of the lore, if not all of it, stemmed first, really, with Pokemon lore. So kind of scrolling down, the base of operations is Jubilife Village. And it's pretty cool because here we are at Jubilife Village. It looks really cool. It's different. It looks ancient. You can actually see a volcano chilling right back there. So it's very cool. Not like the one that we know. And then there's also this place called, I think it was called the Galaxy Team, Galaxy Expedition Team, which is essentially Team Galactic. So like this Galactic HQ base, you know how that is in Veilstone. It's for whatever reason here now in Jubilife. And it's entirely different. I mean, this is thousands of years old. It's also weird because I also know that Galar is also really old. So all the lore is tying in because Galar is ancient. It's a very old region. And you see a Galarian here of Galarian Weezing on the actual building. Obviously, the Magikarp stand out a little bit more, obviously, as well, too. But Galarian Weezing really stood out to me because I was like, wait, what? We just got this Mon. But to be fair, he's an old Mon, too. So then you have these characters as well too. So Jubilife Village will serve as the base of your surveying missions. So you take all these missions and tasks and stuff, and we're assigned by them. We can take requests and stuff. I would assume most of it is side quests, so be on the ready for that. It also says you need a paid Nintendo Switch online membership. So I would assume some of these quests will also be online. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, so be on the lookout for that. It says also with the HQ of Galaxy Team and your own lodgings, Jubilife Village boasts a range of useful institutions and services, trading posts where you could trade Pokemon with other players. So this is the post where you can just trade with anybody that you want. So I lied. You don't do those tasks online. This is simply just a trading post where you can trade with your friends. So very old school. You can actually still trade with your friends. Very cool. And I don't really think there is going to be any region exclusive mons because it's one game. So I guess the benefit of trading is for trade evos and stuff. We'll have to see. And then there's this girl, which her name is like Silene. She literally is Cyrus. I mean, it's extremely obvious. This guy is very new. Don't really know anything about him. We got Lucas, which his name is Ray in this game. And then I forget her name. I think it's Akari. And we got Silene. Very cool characters. Hey, would y'all though? Would y'all though? But would y'all though? Here's the main characters. Akari or Ray being the man, Akari being the woman. And it's really interesting because the fun fact is Dawn's Japanese name is Hikari. So it's very funny. It's very close to Dawn's freaking Platinum's. I'm going to say her name's because her name is Platinum. Like very close to her name, right? Of Akari and Hikari. Very close. And then Ray, I don't really know any fun facts on that. Lucas is very minimal screen time. Don't know much about him. Dawn has always been the more popular one. So we just know more about him, you know what I mean? Or her, sorry, for Akari. But very cool designs. I still think these are some of the best canonical Pokemon character designs ever. Obviously, they look older. Like, I think they're like 15, kind of like black and white characters, right? In black and white, they weren't 10. I think they were like 16. These games, they look older as well, too. I don't think they're 10. They're probably like 15 or something like that. So it's a little cool because it'd be a little weird playing as a 10-year-old, you know, in a game like this where Mons are literally killing you. But it's still weird. You're playing as a 15-year-old where these Mons are jumping you. Where are your parents? Like, what's going on? Also, fun fact, these balls are from, like, I think it's like those ancient capsule balls we used to see in, like, the Celebi movie and stuff. Like, it's very cool. I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it looks very similar to it. I think it's just a ball from the Zarude movie as well, too, that looks very similar to it. I didn't watch that movie, so in due time. This guy's named Professor Laventon. He's a new professor, looks very cool, looks crazy, but I love it. I love crazy professors, man. He researches into Pokemon modes of life, and he aims to create a complete Pokédex. So this guy is probably like the originator of the Pokédex. Like, he's that guy. Then Commander Kamado, who is the boss of Galaxy Team, which is ironic because it's actually not Silene, literally is based on Rowan. It's so painfully obvious. And his kimono has a gold duck on it with a cool ass Japanese design. It looks so cool. He's got socks and sandals, but I don't hate. I love the coat, just like Rowan as well too. It's fire. Then there's Captain Silene. She's a captor. She's a leader of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. She's very strict. She's very cool. She sees your potential and allows you to take on trials to join the Galaxy Team. So she's more of like a supporting character, unlike Cyrus, who's literally like, bro, you suck. I want to kill you. Like, it's different for Silene. She's more along so like, I support you. I know you can do this, but I'm going to be hard, like tough love. You know what I mean? So very cool design. Would you though? It's insane that they look so much alike. It's literally insane. They just gave Cyrus lipstick. Hey, but I messed with their design though, bro. It's clean. It's clean. And then they got ties to the world of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So just seeing the connections can be found like Jubilife and Jubilife Village, Jubilife City. Some obvious ones. That is also the commanders. You know what I mean? He appears to be an ancestor of Rowan. So other people in the game, obviously too, the same with familiar faces. So here's Rowan, here's his coat. Coat's different here, you know what I mean? Very similar designs. Rowan, you're cool, but I like Kamado way better, bro. I don't know about y'all, I like Kamado way better. And last but not least, guys, the Pokemon. Here's all the new Pokemon, the starters, of course. I want to know if we're going to get new evolutions for them. There's a rumor going around saying that we are. So, like a Hisuian version of like Typhlosion, Decidueye, and Samurott. And honestly, if a Hisuian Samurott is fire, I'm choosing Oshawott. Because if you guys don't know me, I super hate Oshawott. Probably my least favorite water starter, the weakest one IMO. So, Duat is God tier, but the other two are just meh. Cyndaquil, I kind of feel the same way. I love Cyndaquil. Quilava's cool. Typhlosion's kind of mid. And then Rowlet is 10 out of 10. Dartrix and Decidueye is just mainly Dartrix, especially. So there's legendary Mon Arceus if you know about this. But the new Mons, Weird Deer and Basque Legion. This is my all-time favorite Mon they showed in this entire thing. I'm curious to look into them, guys. And we're going to do that right now. They got some regional Mons, Hisuian Bravery and Hisuian Growlithe. So you love it, dude. They knew what they were doing with Growlithe. We're going to look into Weird Deer as well. First, this guy is big grown Pokemon. He's normal psychic. We don't have many of those. We have like Girafarig, Meloetta, Indeedee, just a few to name off. We don't have a lot of normal psychic. So it's actually not bad because while you're weak to knockoff, you're totally immune to ghost. So you're really only weak to dark and bug are your only two weaknesses because you're neutral to fighting and you're immune to ghost. So, hey, it's actually a pretty good typing. Offensive wise, not so much because what do you do to steel type? I hope they think it's Focus Blast, but we'll have to wait and see. It's 5'11", 209 pounds. You get the gist. Pokemon is close with people and helps make their lives possible. What? It's been treasured since long ago by the people of the region with whom it is indispensable. It grows much larger when it evolves and garments the fur shed from its beard, tail, and legs. Highly prized for their top-notch protection against the cold. So I would assume people just ride on it. It's very reliable, like horses used to be back in the day. So, and it also evolves from a regular Sandler. So very similar to Galarians or Alolans. It's the base mon is kind of most times, right? The regular mon that evolves into the new form. So that's cool. And then it emits psychic energy from the orbs on its antlers. I think it's a very clean design. I can't stand Sandler. I think Sandler is a hideous design. So this is really making Sandler fire. It's normal psychic. Sandler's like a physical attacker, but he could be special. So like, I guess you could get away with it, right? I think he gets Calm Mind for sure he does. So if they just buff out his moves, Calm Mind, Psychic, Dazzling and Focus Blast, Bull City. Give him Aura Sphere, bro. Let's go, boys. So it's very cool at the head of its herd and leading young Stantler. So you actually love it. It generates and unleashes psychic energy, powerful enough to distort space. What? So you can rip a tear into space. This mon is OP. What? We're gonna look at the Bascu Legion. My personal favorite is a water ghost type. So if you guys did not know and you did not play Generation 5 competitive OU, Basculin was pretty, now I want to say commonly used, but niche. He had a niche usage of adaptability choice band in the rain. So I would assume adaptability still stays on this mon. I really hope, and we'll have to see how it goes. This guy is massive, almost 10 feet tall. He's huge, big fish. This nigga is massive, bro. I love his design so much. He is the History region. He's Basculin. The History region can evolve into this Pokemon. This evolution occurs when Basculin is possessed by the souls of other Basculin from its school that could not withstand the harsh journey upstream. He's possessing souls of the fallen. That's insane, bro. I'm pretty sure there is some Japanese lore about this, because there's so much Japanese lore about fish and like holding like spirits or spiritual fish, or like even the thing with Gyarados where it's like he's climbing up a waterfall to get stronger. Like it's insane. So I guarantee you that exists, but it's very cool, man. And he's got tremendous unflagging physical ability. So this guy's gonna have like 150 physical attack stat. I'm not kidding, bro. He's gonna be jacked. The moment his Pokemon senses animosity, he'll become enraged and attack relentlessly until this enemy is defeated. So he learns close combat is what I'm hearing, right? It'll be very good. Not a lot of good physical ghost moves. Because like the best ghost move is like Shadow Ball, like consistently, right? So it's like what, Phantom Force? They'd have to literally make a brand new ghost move that is the equivalent of Shadow Ball, where it's not 2-turn and it's like instant damage, base 90, physical ghost move. Make it happen, Game Freak, because the best physical ghost move is like Phantom Force or like Shadow Claw, and I'm like I'd rather honestly, I'd just rather something with the same base power as Shadow Ball and just bull out. You know what I mean? That'd be great. And just drop his physical defense. Literally, that would be great. Make it happen, Game Freak. Make it happen. But the mon is very powerful, insane, astronomical power. We're going to look at Braviary now. His twin Braviary. He is Psychic Flying, which is a phenomenal typing. Very strong typing, guys. I think it's very strong. The mons that obviously have a similar typing is like Xatu, even recently, Galarian Articuno, Subat, Woobat, you know, just a few to name off, and, you know, they all kind of have their niche. But Psychic Flying is very good because you're quad weak to fighting. You quad resist fighting, and your bug becomes neutral, and it kind of just evens out, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, weak to electric, ice, rock, dark, like, ghost. You got your 5 right there, you know what I mean? But otherwise, it's a great time. You know what I mean? Plus, Braviary is a very high physical attack stat, which if I'm not mistaken, Braviary's physical attack stat is like what, 110 if I'm not mistaken? Looking at it right now, it's 123. I lied, it's 123. Funny, America. So this thing is extremely hard. The thing is though, is that I would assume the thing is gonna probably be hitting just as hard, because I mean, it's Braviary. If for whatever reason they lowered it, that'd be very disappointing. Plus, this mon looks so cool, dude. He may not be talked about that much because the rest stand out so much, right? Who like Basculin's irrelevant. Why would they give him an evolution, right? Growlithe is probably the fan favorite. Stantler is like, oh my god, is the first one we saw. And then there's Braviary. So it's like, I really hope people tend to give this mon some love. It says the same thing for Stantler. Rufflet evolves into the thing with the Hispan region, you know what I mean? In the winter, the Pokemon flies in from somewhere farther north. It's larger than the previously discovered form of Braviary and tends to live alone rather than in flocks. So it's like much larger than Braviary, like much larger. Like if I'm not mistaken, it's never pulled up right here. Braviary's height is 4'11", and Hisuian Braviary is 5'7". So it's just a lot bigger, and it shocks waves of psychic power. So I don't know if they're gonna make this guy more especially offensive as well too. Not too sure, because special attack set is his lowest stat at 57, unless they swap it and he's a pure special attacker. But I don't know, we'll have to see, right? Hisuian Braviary can imbue its eerie creatures with psychic power to generate powerful shockwaves. It then uses these sharp talons to tear at and seize prey, weakened by these shockwaves. It can also use psychic powers to sharpen its sixth sense and enter a trance that boosts its physical abilities. That, to me, seeing this screen cap as well too, seems like we're probably gonna get a brand new like psychic move that boosts physical attack. Or what if it's Psychic Quiver Dance? That'd be insane. God, please no. Please no, I don't want that. But all in all, it does guarantee we're going to get a brand new Psychic move that does boost its stats, especially its physical abilities. So what? Psychic Bulk Up? Psychic Swords Dance? I don't know. Who knows? But it's going to be something, right? I would assume it's Calm Mind, but it's probably maybe Physical Calm Mind. Would it just be Bulk Up? So Psychic Bulk Up? I don't know. We'll have to see, right, guys? It's the way they word it is so vague, and they want us to be in the dark about it. You know what I mean? And last but not least, guys, probably the weakest one competitively, but one of my personal favorites of all the ones shown today. Adorable Hisuian Growlithe, man. He's Fire Rock, and that's why I say he's the weakest, because Fire Rock is terrible, with his partners being Macargo. Not that good. And Colossal has a niche because his stats are actually pretty good. He also has a pretty decent ability, but I don't know about Growlithe, because this thing is meant to be taken like all like these close combats to Intimidate. So now that it's Fire Rock, when you evolve to an Arcanine and you have Intimidate, you're just not going to be taking it as well. You're just not. So I don't want to be too harsh. Probably depends on the ability of what will save this thing. But for right now, it's looking tough. It's looking rough for my boy, man. He's adorable, though. He's got the stone on his body. You know what I mean? He's very cute. Statistic and Growth are highly vigilant and tend to be seen watching over their territory in pairs. Apparently, they have lived apart from humans for a long time and are unused to being around people. But the trust with the Hisuian Growlithe takes time. So as you can clearly see, it is destroying Akari's Vulpix, because it does not like humans and does not like building bonds. So it's total opposite of Growlithe. But look how cute he looks. How can he not like being around people? What? So I don't understand. He thrives even in the frigid as well too, and his soft heat retaining fur helps in the frigid. Sharp horns on its head is made of rock, but it breaks easily. Oh no, guys, he's frail. He uses it only when they'll have the greatest effect. They're probably going to end up giving him a Cell Rock, which would be pretty cool, because the priority on an Arcanine that stab is going to be nuts, because he already gets ESP. Priority stab is going to be nuts. I want to see Arcanine, but I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know. That's kind of everything for Legends Arceus. Guys, leave a like, subscribe. What do you think? Banger game or not? Watch my reaction. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all